The title to this week's reflection is You Are of Heaven, and Heaven Blesses You. This title is inspired by Reverend Nadia Bolz-Weber's riffs on the Beatitudes. For those who are not familiar with Nadia's story, she is a great example of someone who woke up one day and realized that in spite of it not being her intention, she was verbing and vibing with God. In her growing up years, Nadia lived what might be described as a rough life. She did a lot of drinking and smoking and sleeping on floors. She spent a lot of time in back alleys and flop houses and bars. She lived with friends who turned out to be not such good friends. Life was hard. Everyone that she knew was struggling, and she was struggling too. Together, they consumed a lot of energy climbing up life's mountains and then falling down again. Then came an eye-opening moment, which Nadia only recognized when she took the time to reflect, to look back. She only recognized it when she took the time to stand in the present and look back at the past. And what she recognized was a series of holiness movements and holy moments. This is how it happened. She and her friend shared a season when the people around them were dying. They were dying from AIDS, overdosing on drugs. There were accidents and suicides. These were tragic, trying times. People were filled with grief. And so this group of tattooed and traumatized people, which Nadia was part of, would gather in basements and bars to lament, to mourn, to grieve. In these dark underground spaces, they would light candles, tell stories, hold hands, and pray in their own unique way. And what Nadia recognized was she was actually at the center of these holy moments. The people who gathered were depending upon her to gather them and lead them through these grieving rituals. Why? Because she had a sense of that which is whole and holy and spiritual. What she recognized in the looking back is that she was actually very attuned to this invisible divine presence. She knew how to verb and vibe with that which is invisible and divine.